Okay guys, when you first pull in off of Louis Pasteur, you're gonna see the UT Health sign. You're gonna come in, you're gonna go right up to the guard station. They should just wave you through. And that's our main circle drive in front of the Alt-C at the UT Health Center. So you're gonna take that left. You're gonna follow this left all the way around, okay? This is the library across from me right now, but that's also all zone 1 and 2 parking. So not gonna be a good option for most of you because the wait list for zone 1 and 2 is typically quite long. I know I've been on it for over a year. Okay. This area is the School of Dentistry. It does have a small amount of pay to park options over here, but those do typically fill pretty quickly, so keep that in mind. And as we come this way, I'm gonna go all the way down past the empty guard station that's up here on our left, and that will take us to zones 3 and 4. So again, you can use the entrance that's further down. That is an entrance off of Louis Pasteur that you can turn into, and you would also just take a left and you would be right here where we are still. Okay, and then it can be a little bit misleading, but this right here at the corner of Perimeter and Campus Drive, this is an exit only. So the 2 guard stations are the only places that will work for you to come in, okay? So as we go through this area, you're gonna see this is lot 3 with zone 4 parking over behind it. So this section is all zone 3, sorry, lot 9, zone 3. This is all the same zone 3 parking, and there is, again, a little bit of paid parking in this section of zone 3 right here. You'll see the meter. And the pathway to go get into the school is gonna be up and ahead to our right, which I will walk with you guys so that you have an idea of how to do that on foot. But this is the area most of you are gonna park in. I'm currently driving through the paid parking zones, which you can see because they have the big blue and they say metered parking. All right. Then coming this way, you're going to go through, this is zone 3 that I'm entering right now, okay? Zone 3, and these do have signs. I won't say that the signs are all super easy to see sometimes. It can be like a little bit confusing. So this is all zone 3. And then out here is going to be zone 4. So you'll see that it says lot 9 still, which is a zone 3. It does not have a good zone 3 sign. That's why I say it's a little bit misleading. This area should all be your zone 4. So that's all of your kind of overflow parking if you're a zone 3 and you didn't get a better spot. See that outdated zone 3 sign on our left, and on our right is all zone 4. Okay, all the way here. Again, not super well signed, but this is your zone 4 permit parking, as you can see right there. And then that is your zone 3 over where we started. So that's Perimeter Drive that we were on at the beginning. You come around this way over towards the Gold's Gym, which is back on my right now. You'll see kind of another little stop sign and entrance and exit back here. So this one does sometimes have the little dividers down. Anytime you see these down, you can use your UTESCA badge to get in, okay? So that should not be a big problem for you, but this is all still zone 4 parking, okay? So the dental school is right in front of us with, to the right, I should say, and then the medical school behind it. And that's Gold's Gym up ahead. And a lot of this can be used for overflow parking as well. I know during really busy days, especially like right at the beginning of school, people end up parking like further and further out. And technically there are parking spots way out here. This does say employee shuttle pickup and drop off for University Health. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen it working. I don't think I've ever witnessed someone driving the shuttle. So as far as I know, kind of if you were waiting on your parking pass or something had gone wrong, and you were trying to find a place to park for the first week, this would probably be a good area to check. So just right across from the Dutch Bros off of Louis Pasteur is this lot, which is way far away. I don't recommend it if you can avoid it because it is so far, but it does have usually some open spots. And then up here, we're starting to move into our Zone 4 parking. Zone 4 parking all up here. And hopefully that should give you a good idea of where you are going. I know that it was a little bit long. I apologize trying to drive and film at the same time. But that should give you a good idea. We're back at Park Drive and Recreation, right along the Gold's Gym, and we can proceed forward into our Zone 4 lot again. So Zone 4 here, and then way up here, finally we'll get back to our Zone 3. So your Zone 3 parking is definitely closer, but like if you are this white car in Zone 4 and that white car in Zone 3, that's like 10 feet. And Zone 3 does typically fill, so you may end up parking in Zone 4 anyway. This is during the afternoon, so you'll see there's some empty spots, but first thing in the morning, this is usually pretty busy. So, okay, hope that helps everyone. Have a great first week.